Let's start this again. What the hell is going on? I thought I was live all this time running my mouth. Let's start this 1 second.
Give me another concept. Another idea. Give me another concept. Another idea. Give me another concept. Another idea. Another idea.
The 80s, crazy, 17-year-old Ben's baby.
Listen, y'all, we're about to get sick. Oh, I've been talking all this time. This is crazy. I've been doing all this running of my mouth because I'm so tired, y'all. I got up so early this morning. But then when I got to work, I seen so many things that I wanted to talk about. So much information came out today. But let's go back to this. Prosecutor alleges Yo Gotti's brother Big Jook paid $100,000 for men to take out young Dolph. The trial of one of the men accused of unaliving Memphis rapper Young Dolph began today, and one shocking revelation regarding Yo Gotti's brother Big Jook emerged. Witnesses took the stand, including Young Dolph's sister and his head of security. Though the head of security wasn't with Dolph during the murder, surveillance video captured Dolph's brother at the scene. I don't know why they said that, because that doesn't even match up with each other. Prosecutors led by Paul Hagerman detailed the events leading to Dolph's MURDER. They argued that Justin Johnson, I think that's straight drop. Justin Johnson, one of the suspects, had been offered $100,000 by Big Jook to take out Dolph, who had long-standing animosity with Gotti's record label CMG. Hagerman presented evidence, including surveillance footage and cell phone records linking Johnson to the crime scene. So they already know Straight Drop. They have video on Straight Drop. What's up, Street Code? Shout out to Chris Partlow. Shout out Del Rio, Washington, D.C. I know who you are. Shout out to Magnificent Gaming. And who else am I missing? Chris Partlow. What's up, Chris? They already know that Straight Drop has something to do with this. He's out of here. They got him on video. The defense, led by Luke Evans, focused on discrediting the testimony of co-defendant Hernandez Govan, who they claimed had financial motives to manipulate Johnson. Evans also questioned the forensic evidence, arguing that no DNA or fingerprints directly linked Johnson to the crime scene or the car used in the murder. But if they got him on video, who cares? They mentioned that they got the boy on video. Meanwhile, Young Dolph's family issued a statement expressing their hope for justice, thanking the community for their support and requesting privacy as the legal process unfolds. The family remains hopeful that justice will be served for Dolph, whose DEATH has deeply impacted the Memphis community and beyond. Jook was taken out in a shooting in January 2024 while attending the funeral of a family member in Memphis. You know why I can't stand these dudes? You know why I can't stand them? Because they not worth shit. Like, you took out somebody that was helping the whole community, and y'all wasn't planning on doing nothing in their place, just taking them out because allegedly he slept with somebody's girlfriend, and or he didn't want to take the deal. So this dude that I hope they take his ass down soon, sent Yo Gotti with a $22 million offer to Dolph, and Dolph didn't take it. So he had to be taken out. And look, none of them is doing anything for the community. So these are the type of people that need to be protected. These people out there that call themselves the streets, they got the game effed up. Because it ain't all about the streets. It's all about the community too. Okay, let me show this video. Dumbass niggas.
Murder trial is under. We're turning our attention now to Tennessee, where the Young Dolph murder trial is underway. The defendant there is Justin Johnson. He's charged with first-degree murder in the shooting death of a 36-year-old rapper back in November of 2021. Prosecutors say that Young Dolph, whose real name was Adolph Thornton Jr., he was buying cookies at a Memphis bakery when he was gunned down.
And then you got these people that'll say, free him. Free him for what? Free him for what? So he can do some more damage and be a jackass and just be out there, just be a menace to the community, not doing shit, but being a crash out dummy? I'm so sick of this shit, yo.
Down in a daytime ambush. There are 3 other people who were charged in connection to this shooting, and no motive has been released. Let's get you into court now. We may learn more about that through the prosecution's opening statement.
Welcome to Memphis, November the 17th of 2021, in the middle of the afternoon, just after noon, about 12:20, 12:21, 2, 3, 4.
And I just realized he's 36 years old. He wasn't no little baby. Oh, they talking about, what's up, AC King? Yeah, kick this motherfucker right here. Somebody should have been fucked his ass up in there. Dolph was 36. My bad. Let's go continue.
In the afternoon. Sorry. You can stop there. Can everybody see it?
Yes, sir.
Look at the quality of this video, y'all. What's up, NC? Look at the quality of this video. This is clean as hell. Let's continue to watch this.
This is Memphis, Tennessee. This neighborhood is close to the airport. It's called Orange Mound. It is a historic neighborhood in Memphis. One of the first predominantly black neighborhoods that had so much history, so much art and culture, and of such, significance that it used to be compared to Harlem in New York City. There was a time when it was particularly vibrant at a theater, arts. This is an important neighborhood in Memphis. It is less than 15 minutes from this building. Like I said, it's by the airport. In the 80s and 90s, it became riddled with crime, with drugs, with poverty, with gangs.
Okay, I tend to go back to the 80s and 90s for comparison. But I gotta say, now that we fast forward 35, 40 years later, we fucked up. My generation fucked up. We was the first generation that was doing all this ignorant shit. And I know it was the money, because people was broke, but we dropped the ball, y'all. We dropped the motherfucking ball. But let's continue.
It is trying hard nowadays to make a resurgence, to go back to what it was. There are families that have lived there for decades, generations. There are businesses and other things that have been there for decades. What we're looking at here is one of those Memphis businesses, a family business. This is the storefront of...
Sorry, y'all.
Makita's Cookies. This is the front of the store. This is its parking lot in front of it. Makita's Cookies. They sell butter cookies, basically. Some have icing on them. This is simple butter cookie. People say they're real good. In Memphis, they say they're fire. So we got a cookie store that sells fire butter cookies in the middle of the day at 12:21 in the afternoon.
They gonna show the whole video, y'all? I wonder if they gonna show the whole video. I'm 45 minutes from Memphis, man. Chick was confirmed to put the bag on Dolph's head. CMG Rico coming. Hell yeah. And see, so the dude testifying was the one with the Draco? Yep, the brother. Let's continue. Oh, man.
You can stop.
Look at our boy pulling up in his whip, yo. This is so fucked up. Look at this.
All right. So in 2021, people thought that was like a Lamborghini or something because they hadn't seen the new Corvettes yet, really. They weren't around. That is, in fact, one of those new Corvettes. It has a special wrap on it, is what they call that. It's not something you can buy, from the dealership. You actually get that done yourself. Well, here that's a special wrap. Dolph had on several of his vehicles. There's a couple times in this video we'll just have to wait, but it's a matter of seconds, and it's the last seconds of his life, so we can
Oh my God.
He'll stop there first. All right.
It's gonna be hard for me. Now you see when Dolph got out this car and his brothers was there? His brother was there? First of all, it shouldn't have just been one dude. It should have been 2 cars of them. One car should have stayed outside. One should have stood outside while he was doing his business. And I'm a female, and I know this. But just seeing this man pull up to just go get him some damn cookies, knowing what happened after this, it's tragic, man. It's some tragedy shit.
This taller man here in the yellow shirt, blue jeans, white shoes. His name is Adolph Thornton Jr. You've heard me read it a couple times now. He grew up in Memphis. The neighborhood he grew up in was Castalia, not terribly far from this, also a neighborhood in South Memphis. You'll see a member of his family testify this week, and she'll tell you a little bit about his background and his family. I'll tell you a little bit about him right now, though. He is an ambitious young man who is a rapper, Memphis rapper, who rapped about the things that he saw growing up and that he sees in his neighborhood in Memphis. Some of that is drugs, some of that is violence, some of that is crime, some of that is gangs. Whether or not we agree or disagree as to whether or not that subject matter, are things we should be listening to or not, I can assure you it's real. He rapped about stuff that was real. He rapped about stuff that was real. And one of the things that meant everything to him in terms of what is real is he wanted to make it for himself. He wanted to make it for himself. He wasn't interested. He wasn't interested in joining others.
It's unfortunate that it has to be spooky. Because you just went to go get some cookies from the fucking cookie shop. And you heard what this man just said. The man said he was ambitious. He wanted to get his own stuff. And he built himself up and became a superstar. All on his own. Just for these fucking maggots. These low-level demonic motherfuckers. To kill him. Like he fucking owed them something. Let's go back to the video.
He wasn't interested in being promoted by other people. He was all about making it himself. He felt like when he grew up, he called it his come up. That's what he called it, his come up. That it was rough and hard, but it was important that he got through it himself and he wanted to make it for himself. And he made it for himself as a rapper, as an artist. Young Dolph became famous. Shortened to Dolph. Very famous. Wanted to make it by himself. Wanted to be self-made. But it wasn't just about him. Because he
wanted to be self-made, but it wasn't just about him. And you know what he's going to say, because he also was helping a whole bunch of people. He had 100 houses. He was letting everybody live there for free. They didn't have to pay no bills. The houses was paid for. Jealousy is super dangerous. Jealousy is super dangerous, Del Rio, and it seems like that's all we got around here in this world now is a bunch of jealous people. Jealous for nothing. We all trying to make it out here. We all oppressed by the same people. But instead of helping and cheering each other on when we make it and letting that person thrive so that they can give incentive to the kids or let everybody know that, look, it can happen. These wicked, evil, demonic motherfuckers, jealous, dirty ass, nasty niggas. First thing they want to do is kill you. I hate these niggas. I hate them. And I hate when people say, oh, that street shit. That ain't no street shit. Stop saying that shit. That ain't no fucking street shit. They wasn't in the streets. This didn't start in the streets. This beef didn't start till after he became a superstar and was outshining this bald-headed motherfucker over there. Tell the truth.
wanted a record label. He wanted to promote other artists. He wanted to make them famous. And so he started not just his own rap career, but a record label that's called Paper Route Empire. Paper Route. Like a young man or woman would have to make money on the side throwing papers. But also a play on the word paper. Because it meant this slang for money, paper. It's sometimes abbreviated PRE, Paper Route Empire. And that is Dolph and the rappers that he promoted. Trying to make it on your own is obviously hard. In this game, trying to make it on your own can create enemies. PRE, Paper Route Empire, his label, it's not the only label in Memphis. He's not the only famous rapper in Memphis.
Look, I know that he's trying to get his point across and he's trying to be sympathetic, but he should have had more fucking energy. Putting the damn jurors to sleep. Let's go.
Another label, CMG, Cocaine Music Group. And they became an enemy. They wanted Dolph under their label. But he turned down millions. Only to do it himself.
Like, who the fuck did they think they was? That this man made, Who do they think they was that this man, what's up to Jack? That this man worked his ass off and got to where he wanted to get. And when he started getting some shine, we want you under our label like they the mob or some shit. Like, you see how we get oppressed by our own people? You see that?
The second time, they wanted Dolph under their label, but it turned out many millions. I want to do it myself.
But I'm sorry, I think that Jay-Z used Young Gotti to try to get him to sign a contract with him. Because later on we found out that the person behind that $22 million offer was Jay-Z. He's a fucking devil too.
And in this game, whether it's smart or not, there are things called, as in Memphis, we call them diss tracks, D-I-S-S. A rap where I may insult, level whatever sort of insults and everything else I want to in the song itself. And Dolph had plenty of those. And he had plenty of those directed at this other label, the Cocaine Music Group.
Hey, Street Code, it's because I figured out who he was. I figured out the part that he was playing. Him and Jay-Z. They was stifling these new young rappers. They got their people that they was down with to take all the money off the streets. So now all of these kids is going at each other. And people that are simple-minded and can't understand concepts and connect dots will, oh, he ain't got nothing to do with it. He's the boss. He's the boss. You see him over there with CMG and all they street niggas. You see him over there. There's pictures out there of him over there in Memphis with them. Now let's go to the other day when Diddy got arrested. You know Jay was out here a couple days before that. He was out here in Brooklyn. He was out here in New York City. And then a couple days later, Puff came out here and he got arrested. That time when Dirk concert got shot up. You know he was out there in Chicago. He was out there in Chicago when that Dirk little concert got shot up that time, okay? They took a picture of him in a restaurant in Chicago. What was he doing out there? What was he doing out there? Well, let's continue. Because y'all don't understand. Y'all need to broaden your minds.
Artist, and at their number 2 person. His name is Big Joe. The number 2 person of Cocaine Music Group. Through the years.
Yeah, people upset that Jay-Z is the one that stopped Lil Wayne from performing at the game. But he don't like nobody that can outshine him. You see, he thinks he's the best in the whole wide world. He's really full of himself. Okay? And the other like couple months ago, when he was performing at some cracker event, and nobody was paying him no mind, his ego was broken. So he don't want to make the people happy and put Lil Wayne up there and spark up that energy over there in New Orleans. They've been trying to kill that energy since 2006. So they don't want to bring that energy and wake up these kids. Y'all think we not important? We are very important to this whole, to the way this world works and what frequency is in. Why wouldn't you have no hottest artist out performing though? Because he a hater. And he also understands energy and frequency. And he knows if you bring Lil Wayne out there, it's going to switch up the frequency. Because they don't want Lil Wayne out there no more. They don't want him out there. They trying to kill Lil Wayne's career. They ain't trying to give him no life.
And I'm talking years before what we're going to watch. having nothing to do with Mr. Johnson on trial. There are highly publicized incidents of violence directed by CMG against Dolph.
Prosecutor Hagerman there showing this jury the human side of the shooting victim in this case. My only critique would be that it'd be interesting to see a photo of this person in life, see young Dolph with his 2 children.
I guess tomorrow they're going to show the part where they're not going to show the shooting, but they're probably going to show them getting out of that Mercedes-Benz, that stolen car, which for it to be a stolen car, it sure was lingering around in the neighborhood for a long time. How is it that car was over there in straight drop video? It's in this situation a couple months or years later, I think. Like, what's up with that? Why they ain't never catch these people with this car? Unless they stole it from somebody they was riding with. But I heard it had something that, well, listen, I can't. It is deep. I can't even get all the way into that because I don't really know all the details. It's just so much going on that you can't really keep up with everything. But I do know that this was a travesty, and I'll be watching this case because that was a big, big loss for all of us, not just Memphis, because he was given the energy that was needed to thwart the rest of these little demonic motherfuckers running around here like Diddy ass and all these other little ones calling themselves shooters and all this. They fucking demons. Y'all don't think that shit is real, but it is real. I even heard Star from Star and Buck Wild, Star of the Star Show, whatever he called his show. He called Diddy a demon. And people think this is a game. No, this is not a game. This type of energy people playing with, the shit ain't funny. And it's not a game, and it don't have shit to do with the streets. It has to do with these demons attaching themselves to you non-educated little niggas that think y'all running around in the street doing something. And all you doing is being vessels for these low-level beings to have their fucking way. Now let's get to this. Big loss to all of us. Big loss, just like Nipsey. Nipsey was a huge loss to all of us. Big loss. But let's get to this Diddy ass nigga, because my time is short, y'all. My time is short, so I gotta skip from one thing to the other. Rest in peace to young Dolph. We're gonna be watching this trial, because this trial is gonna be very interesting. So Dapper Dan. If y'all don't know who Dapper Dan is from Harlem, and he was the one that was responsible for the first one that started making those Gucci jackets and stuff like that for people, you know, because Gucci wasn't selling that. It was Dapper Dan that was doing it. Now, Dapper Dan is way older than us. Dapper Dan grew up with Diddy's parents, and this is very interesting what he had to say. Listen to this. I know it's kind of low because he was eating, and there's no way for me to really turn up the volume. But just try to listen to this.
The whole Puff Daddy situation that's going on right now.
Okay. I want you to listen to this carefully. I grew up with Puff Daddy's parents. Yeah. So, we all come from home, born here, raised here. Carefully. I grew up with Puff Daddy's parents. Yeah. So, we all come from home, born here, raised here. No matter what happens in the culture, it didn't just start. No matter what happens in the culture, it didn't just start. A lot of things that you see happen came about from not even from my generation, but the generation that came before me. It's just that. A lot of things that's happening today because of social media. Everybody gets to know about it. But here's what I want to leave you with. I'm mentor ASAP Ferg, right? And on his new album that's coming out, I'm addressing exactly what happened. So that's all I can tell you for now. But when it drops, it's gonna drop like
Well, that's Dapper Dan, y'all. And he said that he grew up with Diddy's parents. And what is going on now, he's talking about Diddy's situation. And I think he's talking about the orgies, because I was hearing on the streets that Diddy's mother was a sex worker. Now, didn't this sex worker stuff come out in the Diddy case? So who knows what Diddy was exposed to as a child that messed him up in his head like that. But the way that Dapper Dan is talking so serious like that, you know he's not lying. And he never talks. Now, I had gotten this a few weeks ago from TikTok. If you go up there now and type in on TikTok, Dapper Dan talks about Diddy's parents, or Dapper Dan, Diddy's parents, you won't see this video. They had it taken down. So if it was so fake and phony and bullshit, why did they go about make sure to get this damn video taken down? Something told me, because I was cleaning out my hard drive, and something told me don't delete this, and I didn't. So I'm glad I still have it. Okay, but you can tell he's serious. Let's look at it one more time.
I grew up with Puff Daddy's parents. Yeah. So we all come from home, born here, raised here. No matter what happens in the culture, it didn't just start. All right? No matter what happens in the culture, it didn't start, just start. A lot of things that you see happen came about from not even from my generation, but the generation that became before me. It's just that.
See, that's why I be talking about teaching and passing on information to the next generation. Because you see how he brought up that it goes back generations and generations, and it just didn't start today. See, everybody thinks that life started and everything started when they got here. No, all this freak off shit been going on. I've been telling y'all that the last 3 times I was live. They was having freak offs in the 60s. They probably was having it in the 50s. But this here now, in this year of 2024, is being revealed. Everything is being revealed. Because there's a shift about to happen. See, these demonic people, these low-level demonic people, have been running shit for a long time now. But the energy is shifting because there's too much happening. And the good people of the world is really upset. And they're putting out this energy like, what is going on? What is going on? So now, this is built up to be where those floodgates have to open, and that veil that was covering everything that was going on has to be lifted. But y'all don't think y'all play a part, but you do. If you're questioning things in your mind, if you're saying, damn, shit is fucked up, what's going on? You are contributing to the energy for it to be, these doors to be opened, and for all this truth to come out. Now, there's a video on TikTok that does blind items. And I found this lady a couple of months ago. Batista Tells found one where she rounded up all of the, that's a fact. She rounded up all of the blind items about Diddy going back to 2014. And this was very, very interesting, y'all. Just take a listen to this now. When she mentions, because she doesn't say their name, so sometimes she don't say their name. But when she says the producer wannabe actor, she's talking about Diddy. So all of these things she's talking about, these blind items, is Diddy, because it's named in TikTok a Diddy deep dive. So all of it is about Diddy. Listen to this.
We are in December of 2014. This A-list performer slash producer slash promoter was running around like
That's who she's talking about. Go ahead.
Crazy at a party this week in the warm weather climate. With all the glitz and glamour at the party, you would think he would be in his element, but he was on edge and doing shot after shot and popping pills like crazy until a guy showed up. Our performer, with the unusual names, grabbed the hand of the man and smiled and took him to the corner where he gave him lots of kisses. It was a head turner for everyone. And this is allegedly Diddy in Miami.
Now, she didn't say who he was kissing on. She just said Diddy in Miami. Let's continue.
Also in December, this foreign-born B-list mostly movie actress who stays B-list by name only was shocked she managed to get pregnant because doctors told her after she ended a pregnancy a few years ago that she wouldn't be able to have kids. She has not listened to anything by the A-list performer and producer and promoter since. And this is allegedly Sienna Miller and Diddy. In February of 2014,
Now, Sienna Miller is an actress. Just look her up. Just type in Sienna Miller. He was messing around with her at one time in this year of February 2014. But let's continue, because this is juicy, y'all. This is very juicy.
it took almost a decade, but this former A-list singer and celebrity, who is now a B- lister, finally paid off her debt to this A+ list everything. I don't even want to know how much intimacy she had to have
When she say A-list, she's talking about Diddy. Continue.
or the amount of money and interest she had to pay, but her debt is clear and now she will probably have a hit record. And this is allegedly Ashanti and Diddy.
Whoa, wait a minute. I listened to this earlier, but I didn't know that she was talking about Ashanti. Allegedly, y'all. Allegedly. I didn't know she was talking about Ashanti. Let's continue.
In April of 2014, this A-list everything bought and paid for an escort for his son. The escort was a corn star the son had always liked. The A-lister checked her talent test before he would let her spend the night with his son.
Listen to this sick shit, y'all.
And this is allegedly Diddy and his son Christian on his 16th birthday.
Now, I don't remember how old Christian was when Kim passed away, but this guy, Diddy, is really demonic, y'all. Christian is fucked up. Y'all. I'm hearing so much stuff about Christian. And I don't think that this would have been able to be, he would have been able to mold him in this way if Kim was here. So could that be part of the reason why she's not here too? You can't, that's a fact. I told you, Nelly, better watch out. Shut up, nephew. Juicy and interesting. You can't make this shit up. You sure can't. Let's continue, because it's real juicy.
Also in April, this performer turned mogul turned group maker turned whatever it is he does now was at Coachella this weekend and got into an argument with one of his bodyguards. He told the bodyguard the only way he was going to keep his job was to walk around naked for 30 minutes. The bodyguard did it while everyone looked away uncomfortably.
Who the hell? Which bodyguard was this, y'all? That walked around naked. Frank's in the bank. Let's go.
In July of 2014, I don't think it is going to start a rap war or anything, but this B-list singer with the very interesting look used to be the go-to third party for this A-list mogul producer and wannabe singer and reality star, and now she hooks up with this A+ list rapper when he wants something different than what he usually goes for. And this is allegedly Janelle Monáe, Diddy, and Jay-Z. Also,
Now, don't y'all hear Diddy calling Janelle Monáe talking about that's his girl and they cool and all that? Did y'all hear him saying that? Oh, shit. I think it's some more too, but I'm going to have to look for that other one Because I don't think I have the whole thing here. Let's go.
So in July, this A-list mogul who would really love to be classified on here as an A-list singer or rapper or something requiring talent has a camera crew following him around for a few months because he wants to release a movie about himself and is ticked off that no one has wanted to do so. His girlfriend is getting ticked off because even though it is a documentary, if he doesn't like something she does or says but likes what he did or said, he makes her do it again. Many times. He is directing the film. And this is allegedly Diddy and Cassie. In October of 2014, for the second time that I can remember in the past 2 years, this foreign-born B-list mostly movie actress who has some really high name recognition, and not in a good way for the things she has done, hooked up with this A-list mogul slash celebrity slash reality star slash wannabe singer because she needs another cash infusion. She has been working more to pay the bills, but lost all of her money in a side venture, and our mogul has always had a soft spot for her after an incident several years ago. And this is allegedly Sienna Miller. Also in October, this very famous music artist is known as quite a ladies' man. That's why...
Wait, y'all. I gotta go get the other one because this one is juicy, but it's not as juicy as the one that I was watching that Tisa Tells put up. So we're gonna go to the one that Tisa Tells put up because the one that she had, and I was like, damn, Tisa done found my girl, because I had this lady first. I said, damn, Tisa done found my girl, yo. Wait a minute, let me see. Let me go there. Where is it? Did she still have it up there? TikTok finally is full. Here it is. No, that's not it. It wasn't even her talking. She wasn't even talking. Let me see. Dark and disturbing. Let me see. Damn, where is it? Oh, she didn't get rid of it. Let me go to my history, y'all. Give me a minute. Give me a second, because I gotta find this one. It's supposed to be around here somewhere. She might have took it down because she didn't put nothing with it. She just put the she just put that up and she didn't put nothing else with it. So she might have taken it down. Is it this? No, that's not it. Yeah, she took it down because I don't see it now. Damn, I wanted y'all to see that so bad. Well, in the blind items that she was talking about on that one, it was saying that this A-lister, A-plus rapper, wannabe rapper, that's what she says about him. She said that he's HIV positive. Now, just imagine, hypothetically, I'm not saying he's HIV positive, but it was a Diddy deep dive, and she mentioned it in the Diddy deep dive. So let's say, just for, hypothetically speaking, that he has HIV. Do you know how many people out there might have HIV because of him? Sometimes you could sleep with somebody and not get HIV, but how do you know if you're giving someone HIV or not? If you have it. I know he just had a baby, but could it be if he found out that he was sick, or maybe it wasn't HIV, could have been something else. Could have been the H word. Is that what made him go over the edge? I gotta find that other one. But if I find the other one, I'm just gonna do a video and put it in the video because this is not the right one, but it still have tea in it. But the other tea is way deeper than this. And it even talks about allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, that Al B. Shore's son Quincy might go both ways, and how Diddy was mad at him because he's into men, but he didn't know how to use women to cover it. And a lot of sexual hookups with Christian. Listen, it was deep and dirty. But I think Tisa put it private now. She just put it up there for a minute, and she probably made it private because she just put this up and she didn't say nothing. So I knew she was going to wind up taking it down. I can probably find it though, but let me see something. I can probably find that sucker. It was Celebrity Blinds. Hold on, y'all.
Issues with TikTok. Today's blind items.
I'm gonna have to go to her real quick. She might have took it down too, cause I don't see the Diddy deep dive. I don't see the Diddy deep dive, but it was deep, y'all. It was deep. Okay, now let's go to this Al B. Shore. I don't know if I went to the Al B. Shore thing. Let's go to the Al B. Shore thing. Let's go to this. Now, let me go back. First, he started this morning. I had to jump on the phone and call NC about this. First, he started this morning with this video. Let me take this down. I gotta present it to y'all. Hold on. Okay. Now he posted this picture of him and Kim, and then he said he copied. This is part one. He copied the FBI, the Department of Justice, the DEA, the CIA, the LAPD, the NYPD, and the Las Vegas Police Department. Okay. He said, "Peep game. For over a decade and a half, I've been posting about and tagging random law enforcement agencies in hopes to protect loved ones, avoid DEATHS, unalivings, and tragedies that could have all been avoided. Despite this, I have been ignored, ridiculed, and medically silenced to cover up these crimes." So what Al B. Shore is basically saying is that when he was in a coma, somebody put him in a coma using some type of medication. Y'all are now aware of by a very aggressive PR team and costly campaign to silence and physically harm me from exposing. It only aimed to prevent me from further sharing publicly the facts and insights at Lady KP, that's Kim Porter, shared with me during our frequent and intimate conversations in her selfless attempts to save my life by sharing frequent plans to do harm and possibly by ending my life. So what he's saying is that Kim was telling him and warning him that Diddy was after him. That's allegedly. That's what he's saying. I'm writing this post to formally request an investigation into an entire group of individuals who worked at or around the residence of Miss Kimberly Porter, including the publicists who assisted drafting this book. He's talking about the book. It has come to my attention that these persons were also instructed to steal her computer and mobile devices, which contained her original book notes. Original notes are distinct from the fabricated BS and offensive pages circulated via Amazon, which depict graphic sexual acts involving me that never took place. So, because in the book, because Tisa Tells was reading the book, and in the book, they were saying that he slept. He don't look like no Jamie Foxx. This still look way better than Jamie Foxx. Like, please. In the book, they were saying that Diddy was propositioning both of them and that he slept with Al B. Shore. Some SEXUAL act was done between them two. So he was very upset about that. But what he didn't say was that the book was a lie. He said that part was a lie. He didn't say that what she was saying was a lie. Because from what I understand, the book was taken from her diary. Okay? And I don't know what happened to the actual book that she was writing, but maybe she was using her diary as an outline to do her book. So, yeah, she was medically hushed too. So this is what he did today. So if anybody thought that people thinking that he had something to do with Kim Porter's passing was bullshit, well, here's her baby father, Quincy's dad, saying the same damn thing. And he's been saying it since it first happened, but nobody was listening. Everybody was calling him crazy just when I was trying to tell people what I thought was going on behind closed doors after doing 10, 11, 12, 13 years of research. Motherfuckers that ain't never even read a book had the audacity to be talking about me, saying I'm crazy and I'm wilding out and I'm I'm extreme and all this bullshit when they never even picked up a goddamn book and studied nothing. But let's go. Let me see. It's this the other way, the part 2. Okay, part 2. Miss Porter's missing devices, allegedly already in evidence, unquestionably contain the critical evidence that has been concealed. I'm convinced that evidence corroborates closely with details outlined in the recent released public indictment document. So he's saying that the stuff in her book, the details she put in there, is very much like what's coming out in this trial and in those documents that has been released about the people, the lawsuits. Okay. Additionally, it is pertinent to note that the individuals involved in this matter may also be connected to also concealing the alleged murders of several prominent artists. Several, not one artist. And I've been telling y'all for a long time that I think that this dude and his big lip friend had a lot to do with taking out these young up and coming artists, or the artists that was already there that was giving them problems, like Pac and Biggie. Because Pac and Biggie wasn't rolling with that freak off stuff and messing with men and stuff like that. And after Pac and Biggie was taken out, our whole culture changed after that. And y'all wouldn't know because y'all too young to know. But our whole culture changed after them two got killed. It is with a heavy heart that I reflect on the legacy of our beloved Lady KP. It is truly disheartening to think that those she considered close friends and who were financially compensated by her perpetrator, Diddy, may have conspired with the perpetrator, Diddy, to obscure the truth and tarnish her name, my name, and her unfinished book notes with these ridiculous and unfounded narratives. The absence of Miss Porter leaves a void, depriving her of the opportunity to address the inaccuracies personally and to share her own factual memoirs detailing the brutal terror and madness she endured. Now, check all who text messages of those who serve in a PR capacity, as they have brilliantly and underhandedly crafted this fictitious story to service a personal vendetta. There's more. There's so much to unpack. Unfortunately, I'm the only survivor by the blessings of a medical team that initially gave up because of multiple system organ failure, septic. So he had septic problems, and that means his organs were shutting down on him, and they weren't working correctly to get all the toxins out of his body. That's why we pee, and that's why we go to the bathroom and do number 2, because we get all those stuff that's not needed out of our body, and his wasn't working correctly. So he's basically saying that the reason why he was in a coma is because that demonic dude tried to kill him. Okay, this is part 1 again. Let's go to part 3. Unfortunately, Kimberlina was taken from us way too soon, and before she could complete her true thoughts before this fake unauthorized edit released on Amazon, which the disappearance of her computer and vital evidence raises significantly more questions. It is evident that her potential to expose the realities of her personal abuses, being drugged, the ex trafficking and human trafficking she was privy to, akin to the brave actions of Miss Cassie Ventura. But they said that Kim Porter helped Cassie escape. She told her what to do to escape. This is like a movie, and it's very, very freaking sad too. It's very sad. That man knew she had 3 kids. He was poisoned. Yes, and see, I felt like that anyway from the get-go. I felt like that from the get-go. But this dude, after she was poisoned, this dude was the first person to show up on the scene. Take a look at this.
By Diddy. And according to this new blind item, he has been a mess since the news of Diddy's arrest has come out. So much so that...
Hold on, I wasn't ready for that yet. This is the one I wanted to show.
FC.
Yeah, I know. And he was also the nigga that took Tory Lanez to Kylie's house to fake shoot Megan Thee Stallion. Corey Gamble is Justin Bieber.
Now, that's supposed to be Kris Jenner's man, the Kardashians' mother's man, but he was at the house when Kim Porter passed away, before the medical emergency team and before the police got there. What was he doing there?
They said come to the Bronx.
Let me ask you about Corey Gamble. He was at Kim Porter's death scene.
Yeah, I know. And he was also the nigga that took Tory Lanez to Kylie's house to fake shoot Megan Thee Stallion. Corey Gamble is Justin Bieber's former tour manager, which taught Kris Jenner how to be a tour manager so that she could take over the financial responsibility for all of Kanye West shows and remove Sean G. Yeah, Corey Gamble has been a plant for a long time. Everybody knows it. He's probably the one that groomed Justin and make him so pliable so that they could pimp him out at all these damn music festivals. He would be the right guy for the job. You can sue me, Corey.
Let me ask.
Now, a lot of people have things to say about Jaguar Wright, but she was around all of them. So it doesn't really matter what anybody says to refute her. None of these so-called truth tellers out here was around them like Jaguar was. Jaguar was in the mix. And like I said the other day, she's playing her position. She's filling in the blanks for us, for those of us who was trying to connect the dots, but we really couldn't because we wasn't there. We didn't see certain shit. But all of the things that I thought, she confirmed. Now, when I was thinking about what happened with Rihanna and Chris Brown, I was hearing things about Rihanna and Chris Brown, what really happened. I was hearing that she gave him the H word, something that you can't get rid of. She gave him the H, not the H, the 3-letter H word. The 6-letter H word, Herpes. This is allegedly. This is what I always felt. I felt that, and when I heard that, I said that makes more sense why he would beat her like that. Even though he used to hit her at times, but they says he had beat her really bad, and she beat him too. But they said that he had found out that night that he had that, thing that doesn't go away. Okay? And later on, years later, let me see. It must have been, I heard that in 2000. That happened around 2009 or 10 maybe, I think. I don't remember. But I heard that no later than 2013 I was hearing that. And now 2022, 2023, she came and told the story. She filled in all the blanks. She filled in all the blanks. And she said the exact same story I was hearing on the streets. So sometimes when I hear things, I don't say nothing about it. But then it'll come back up again, the same exact thing that I heard. Now, she mentioned Justin Bieber. This is about Justin Bieber, this video, this little clip here.
All heard the rumors that Justin Bieber was allegedly abused by Diddy. And according to this new blind item, he has been a mess since the news of Diddy's arrest has come out, so much so that Hailey Bieber allegedly had to take his phone away from him. This A/A- list celebrity offspring took away the phone of her husband for his mental health. She is worried he will go over the edge this week. And again, this is allegedly Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber.
Now, he's probably going through Stockholm Syndrome. That was his abuser. So mentally, he was already messed up in the head and popping pills and drinking. He looked like he's 90 years old. Let's go and look at these pictures I was looking at the other day that I said, let me save this. Because I can't say it better than I can show it. Now, this was Justin Bieber when he first got in the game. This is Justin Bieber now. He look like he 80 goddamn years old. Look at him. Look at him. They done sucked the soul out that boy. Okay? He look like he older than me. He's only in his 30s. Don't you see that drastic difference in 8-9 years? Come on, y'all. Look at this shit. So, I believe, if nobody believes now what these dudes is doing, this madness that they've been doing to these young boys. And they said Usher's the one that took Justin Bieber to Diddy, because I guess he wanted a replacement. He wanted to stop being the one he was coming to. He already sent the boy to the hospital. Y'all seen that came out? So are y'all still in denial about what's really going on in this industry? It was a ring. Remember, let me look for this. Let me look for this, because we ain't gonna play no games today, since I'm already up here. Since I'm already up here, we might as well go for the full long haul. Okay? Now, this is what Fat Joe said a few years ago. This is when they understood that this was serious and it was really nothing. They either play or their career is going to be messed up. Let me see. Let me stop it and go back. Now check this out.
What do you think about the Mr. C charge when he pled guilty?
Yo, Vlad, stop. Mr. C's a legend, man. More power to him. I don't know what his situation is. I ain't looking to the case. I'm not copping out either. I ain't looking to none of that. Did that surprise me? To the %, when I heard it. But once again, whatever his preference is, it's up to him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here to tell nobody what they do or whatever the case, what's right or what's wrong.
We asked, I remember I interviewed Mano, and I asked him if he would ever do a song with a gay rapper. Mm-hmm. And what he said was...
But let me make this clear. Let me stop this for a minute. Let me make this clear. It's not a matter of whether rappers are gay or not. It's what they're doing to this industry. They're pushing this agenda on the kids, and rap is powerful. Hip-hop is powerful. People live their lives according to what hip-hop says. It's a culture. It's not just music. So these ideas that they put in these records and these songs, and this energy they putting out, it takes a hold of you. The kids listen to it all day. They're listening to it like a mantra. It's hypnotizing them. But let's finish listening to what he said.
He's pretty sure that he already has. Do you think that you've done songs?
I'm pretty sure I've done...
Do you think you've done songs with gay rappers?
Yeah, I think I've done songs with gay rappers.
You're pretty sure of that?
I'm pretty sure of that.
You don't have to name names.
I'm pretty sure the football niggas is gay, the basketball niggas is gay. There's millions of gay people in the world. Yeah, girls too. Like, they just, for some reason, once again, I'm not a fan of that shit either. I'm a fan of, I'm gay. What the fuck? Like, 2011, you gotta hide that you're gay? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, be real. Like, I'm gay. What the fuck? If you gay, you gay. Like, that's your preference. Fuck it if the people don't like it.
But in a field like hip-hop, which is very, very
homophobic. It's cool. It's the greatest. It's the greatest gay market in the world.
Do you think that there'll ever be an out-of-the-closet gay rapper?
It's owned. The hip-hop community is most likely owned by gay, to be honest with you.
But do you think there'll be an
They're owned by gay. I happen to think there's a gay mafia in hip-hop.
Right.
Not rappers. The editorial presidents of magazines.
Don't lie. He had to clean it up real fast and say not rappers. But yeah, there were some gatekeepers that participate in this activity. And if you want to be successful and you want to come through them, they expect you to do what they had to do to get in. And if you ain't down with it, you got to go. Either your career is going to get blackballed or something's going to happen to you. So I told y'all already that I heard that King Von, when he came down here to do that video with Funkmaster Flex, was approached by these people. I don't know exactly who. And he said no. And it's funny how as soon as he left here and got to the airport, there were some people waiting for him. And I think it was that very same night. The next morning, he was gone. Then you put that together with the security people that was on the scene at the Monaco hookah lounge that night and said that it looked like a setup. They was there. They was there. We wasn't there, We just got the little clips of the videos they sent us. But these people that said that it looked like that they was waiting there for somebody and that it looked like it was a setup, they was there on the scene. So, is he responsible for Kim Porter? Could be. Is he responsible for Biggie? Definitely could be, because Biggie was about to leave. And if Biggie would have left and got that record label like they said he was going to get, it would have been no Diddy. Diddy wouldn't have been able to pass no Biggie. Okay? Pac. He wouldn't have been able to pass Pac. Pac was getting ready to get a record label. Andre Harrell. He might have known too much. He might have been ready to talk, because I heard he was questioning Diddy about what really happened to Kim Porter. Heavy D. Was Heavy D questioning it too? They all used to be together at one time. So they was all in the same clique. So was Heavy D asking questions too? What about the new up and coming rappers? Because these two fuckers wanted to be the ones that had control for the rest of eternity. They didn't want to let control go. So all these new up and coming rappers, were they a threat? Was Nipsey a threat? Was Lauren London one of them send-offs, sex workers that was put on Nipsey Hussle? Because Nipsey didn't want to sign no major deals till he started messing with Lauren, and then he supposedly signed to Rock Nation, and then he was gone. So I'm just saying, when I'm thinking about this, if I really look at it, y'all don't think these people are connected, but they definitely are connected. And they all work together to keep the power. They're the gatekeepers, and they want to keep their positions. And that is my philosophy. Because as I watch it and I connect the dots and the numbers and what people say over the years and put all that shit together, the picture is clear. So what people have to do is, if you want to help switch the frequency, you got to stop supporting all this shit that you know ain't right for your entertainment, so you could be entertained. Because all you're doing is giving your energy to it, and you're helping it to exist. You're giving these people power. You're helping them to stay in power. But it's already been 1 hour and 16 minutes. I'm about to hop off of here. I don't really have too much more to say today, but I will be back tomorrow to talk about this Young Dolph trial and whatever else might come out about Diddy. It's so much that came out about him. I can't even keep up with it. They had some stuff on Radar Online too. Let me see what Radar was saying. I'm going to just show y'all the headlines because it's too much. We'll be on here all night talking about this thing. Let's go back in here. Hold on. Radar Online has some shit they were saying too. Whole bunch of stuff on Radar. The sex tape with Ray J and Kim Kardashian opens up about Diddy's freak-off parties. Kim Kardashian's talking about it. Eminem is being held by fans as the Diddy scandal prophet after he dissed Diddy and called him the grape rapper. Usher Diddy scandal twist. R&B sensation who lived with SEX accused rapper as a teen claims, well, that was his ex account. He said it was hacked, and he didn't take everything down because of Diddy, because all his stuff was taken off of Twitter, and he said he was hacked. Okay. And I wanted to talk about the Janet Jackson thing. Okay. Apparently, Janet Jackson was asked about Kamala Harris. And she said that, because they asked her, how do you feel about having a black woman president? And she said, from what I was hearing, she's not black, she's Indian. Now, before Kamala Harris was picked to be running for the president, this is what she was saying. So all she did was repeated what she heard and what was being said. D.L. Hughley now comes out, and he says, let me tell you what D.L. Hughley is a bitch. I don't like D.L. Hughley. He's a fucking Sambo. D.L. Hughley is a Sambo ass nigga. Okay? He comes out, look at his old wrinkly self. He look old as fuck. Let me show y'all him. Look at him. He look old as hell. Old fucking Sambo ass nigga. He goes, let me tell you what. Janet Jackson's interview sounded like a Trump rally. FYI, it's a little ironic to question whether someone is black while you're breathing through the nose of a white woman. First of all, if we was going to vote for Kamala Harris, will we be voting for her just because she's black? Didn't we fall for that already with Obama and he didn't do shit? We got to tell the truth. I don't care if y'all feelings is hurt. We got to tell the truth here. Just because somebody's black, that don't mean that they're for us. And we got to stop thinking like that. So, because she said that the lady said she wasn't black and she said she was Indian, she deserved to get cussed out like that? For saying that? Was everybody that was voting for her because she was black, or they voting for her because she's a good candidate? I don't see nothing that Janet Jackson said wrong for him to get in her ass like that. But when all these black kids be killing each other and all these police officers be choking little black young men out and shooting the shit out of them, he don't have shit to say. I'm tired of these Sambo ass niggas. And the only time they want to get rough and wild is when they talking to a black woman. Because at the end of the day, it's the black women that's speaking out against all that's happening to us. Because most of these black men is too busy trying to be gangsters and talking about people who snitching and all that other shit. They ain't got nothing to say. So the mother is going to step up and speak. Because she want to save her children. And here come this fucking jackass. I can't stand this dude. Look at him. He look like a dead... Look at him. He look like he 80 years old. Look at his face. Especially D.L. Hughley, NC. Especially him. He's a Sambo ass nigga. Why don't you tell the people what really happened to Bernie Mac? D.L. Hughley, why don't you tell them that? Why don't you tell them about that? I wish somebody would call him out in public about what really happened to Bernie Mac. D.L. Hughley, Steve Harvey, and that other fat one. What's his name again? I don't remember his name, but they know what really happened to Bernie and they ain't saying shit. So then allegedly they came out and said that somebody on Janet's team, a publicist or something, released some type of thing saying she apologizes for the confusion or the misunderstanding. And she came back and said, I ain't issue no apology. That's right, Janet. Yeah, Cedric the Entertainer. They all know what really happened. They sold Bernie Mac out. They sold him out just like Jay-Z sold Dame out. Because Steve Harvey was very jealous of Bernie Mac. Go watch Black Balloon. He got the whole story up there. Go watch BLAK Black Balloon. Put in BLAK space balloon and put in Bernie Mac and y'all will find out what really happened. But I already was hearing that before. Just he did a video on it. But the same thing that he's saying, I've been heard that in 2012 or 13 whenever he passed away. A little while, a year or two after that, people was telling me the same thing this man just did a video on not too long ago. Maybe a year ago he did it. But Steve Harvey was very jealous when Bernie Mac got that Charlie's Angels role. He was trying to steal it from Bernie Mac. That's why when he got up there speaking on Bernie Mac, everybody was on his ass. Because they knew what he was really about. Exactly. They was very jealous of Bernie Mac, all three of them. They couldn't even go on after Bernie. Bernie had to go last when they was doing the Kings of Comedy because none of them could fuck with him. And it was embarrassing. So y'all need to watch who y'all giving y'all energy to and supporting. Because if y'all don't know this, every time these celebrities get in trouble, they don't want nothing to do with the hood. But anytime they get in trouble, they come back. Jay-Z ass is in the hot seat. All of a sudden, he back home again. He's seen in Brooklyn. We ain't seen you in Brooklyn in a long time, nigga. And then right after him, here come Diddy and he gets arrested. He's shaking and mingling with all the people in Harlem. He ain't been doing that. Because when they get in trouble, they got to come back to the source. And you are the goddamn source. You are the reason why they got these positions. And they don't fucking deserve it. And if you see what just happened with J. Prince Sr., his mother house got shot up. Right over there where he be bragging where he from, they shot her house up. Because people are starting to realize what these people is gatekeepers. And they tired of being oppressed. And lied to. And they people being set up. If y'all think that J. Prince Jr. didn't have nothing to do with Pimp C, y'all are stupid. I'm going to just come out and say it straight up and down. Him and a lot of other rappers had something to do with Pimp C. Because Pimp C was telling everybody about all that gay shit that was going on. He was ready to go to war with them. Because they was trying to control him. And take his goddamn publishing. Y'all just think that these rappers is just dying like this just for no reason, huh? It's just happening. Nobody should have to be up here telling nobody nothing about what's going on. Because all of y'all have eyes to see and ears to hear. What's up, I do it for my son? Everybody should be aware of now what's going on. Just watch this Diddy thing, what's going on with him. He was totally dedicated to demonic shit. Totally. He thought he had it in the bag because he was doing everything that they wanted to do. So he felt he could do whatever he wanted. And they all be in these clubs. But when they can't control stuff no more, especially since the internet hit, that's why so many people is getting it left and right and being exposed. Because now they can't control it and keep things secret like they used to before. Everything's coming out because people is talking. They have their own outlets now. They don't have to go to these major broadcast systems and get shut down and closed out and can't speak. So now everything is out there. So it's no reason for anybody to have to be getting up here to have to say anything to explain to y'all. Because it's clear as day. Just remember this when you say that it ain't got nothing to do with me. This world that we're helping to create and shape is the same world that your children have to grow up in. Just remember that. I gotta go, y'all, because I gotta go to this job tomorrow and deal with these devils and snakes and swim with the sharks. So peace and love, y'all. I'll be back.